All right, let's get it. Welcome to another episode of the Marsh Buice podcast. Here, you're going to learn the 5 keys to embrace uncertainty, handle the adversity, and never settle again. Everybody faces adversity, uncertainty, and complacency. Not everybody knows what to do with it. You will when you keep coming back to this podcast. The episodes are not very long. We're going to get you in, get you out, and get you on with your life. Today, we're going to dive into a powerful yet misunderstood emotion. Doubt. Doubt all too well. And when I say the word doubt, where's your mind go? Probably something immediately negative, right? But what if I told you that doubt, when you understand it and use it correctly, doubt could be one of your greatest allies on your journey to success? What if embracing the doubt could become your secret weapon in conquering all of your dreams? In this episode, we're going to explore the dichotomy between doubt and self-doubt. And we're going to shed some light. We're going to put some light on that thing. And I'm going to show you how to transform these feelings where initially it feels like resistance pushing against you. You flex that doubt just so slightly. And boy, you take flight. You're going to learn to dance with doubt today, man. Turn it into a catalyst for growth and not a crutch for mediocrity. Because self-doubt can trap you in a cycle of fear and inaction. Excuses. Alibis. Not today, homie. Not today, Satan. So you want to be a change maker. This is why you're listening to this podcast. The people who are change makers, they had doubt. They just didn't let self-doubt dictate their actions. And by the end of this episode, you're going to start being a change maker too. And you're going to see it's not about eliminating doubt altogether, but you're going to understand it. You're going to harness it and you're going to direct it. You're going to tell that doubt what to do and you're going to grow up and blow up. So it's time to prime your mind, man. Let's dive into the power of doubt. Doubt's a beautiful thing. This is the Marsh Buice podcast. Let's get it. Doubt is healthy. Self-doubt is not. Doubt says, I don't know the outcome, but I'm going to do it anyway. Self-doubt whispers, I don't know if I can even do it. Thereby, you give yourself an excuse to never even try. And you give yourself an alibi. I'm too old. It's too late. I'm not educated enough. I'm the wrong skin color. I lack the necessary resources. I don't have the right connections. All kinds of excuses. When you only need one reason. Embrace doubt. See, doubt is a good thing. When you're uncertain about an outcome, you let curiosity lead. You get to experiment. Doubt is your lab. It's where you're able to experiment and tinker and poke a little bit. And even if the results weren't what you were aiming for, you gain valuable experience that you can then iterate and evolve and adjust along the way. You just keep moving. It's like clay on a potter's wheel. You keep shaping these things up. But see, if you're filled with self-doubt, man, that's different because you underestimate your ability to even try. You discount it right off the bat because you tie your self-worth with your self-doubt and you prevent yourself from even making an attempt due to fear. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. And you fear not only the feeling of failing, but you also fear how you look to others as well. So here's what I want you to do. When you're facing uncertainty, ask yourself, am I doubtful of the outcome or am I doubtful of my ability? Being doubtful of the outcome, it's natural. As a matter of fact, that's fine. Move forward. But if you're full of self-doubt, doubting your ability, dude, you can change that. And here's what's crazy, man. Your ability comes from trying. feeling the doubt, yet you try anyway. And as you try, because you have a mindset of curiosity, you push on, even though you feel the uncertainty, even though you don't know how it's going to play out. And with every outcome, you analyze, you adjust, and you go back at it. This is doubt at its beauty. It's not tied to your quote unquote worth. This releases you about how you feel, about how you look. You just rock out, man. See, I'd rather try and fail than succeed at never trying at all. Because failing is a process, failure is an identity. Always keep it a process. It's nothing personal, it's process. Self doubt makes it a part of your identity. Oh, I'm a failure. Doubt says, hey, bro, this is just part of the process. I'm going to analyze, I'm going to adjust, I'm going to knuckle up and go back at it again. This is the only way that you're going to accumulate experience. Dude, you can't get experience from a textbook. You can't get experience from watching a video. Your dues are in your due. You got to pay the rent. You got to pay your dues through doing and doing and doing. Doubtful. I got some doubt. I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know how much longer. Let's go. This is what keeps life spicy. This is what keeps things moving. And as you accumulate that experience, you start developing relationships along the way. Because, see, game recognizes game. There are going to be people who are going to say, dude, why are you doing that? But then there's going to be other people that be like, I like what he's doing. Man, that dude's crazy. I like it. Game recognizes game. This is where collaborations start to come about. And they say, I see a lot of myself in him. Or, you know what? I want to be like him. You know what? We really think alike. And the right people who respect the fact that you're courageous enough to keep trying, they're going to offer feedback and suggestions, and they're going to connect you with the right resources and people. The world is full of unknowns. There's more out there that you don't know than you do know. And that's the beauty of it all. And because things are uncertain, that means you have a chance to shape them. The people who changed the world didn't do so because they had no doubt. They changed the world because they didn't allow self-doubt to hold them back. They doubted, yet they acted anyway. All right, before you leave, let me leave you with a few takeaways. You can write it on a Post-it note, put it in your pocket, write it at your desk. Just take some notes. Remember, doubt can be healthy. It's a natural response to uncertainty. It's a sign that you're pushing your boundaries and that you're growing. But don't doubt your abilities. That's self-doubt. And that's where it can be destructive and prevent you from trying and learning. Also, embrace uncertainty. That's how I start every episode, right? Handle adversity, embrace uncertainty, and never settle again. So you got to embrace uncertainty. Don't let the fear of the unknown, that's a beautiful thing. You don't know. Neither does anyone else. And someone else's experience, even though it didn't play out right for them, similar scenario, you figure it out for yourself. I'd rather know than assume. And how many times do we live on the assumptions of someone else? It didn't work for them, so we say, oh, it's not going to work for me. Negative. You go find out for yourself. Embrace the uncertainty that comes with it. That's great, because the uncertainty is where the opportunities are to grow, to learn, to connect. It's on the other side of fear. It's right there. Prime. It's right there in the uncertainty. A third thing I want you to take away is failing is a process. Failure is an identity. So you don't let failure be the identity that you wear. No, failing. It's part of the process. It's an iteration. Just means it's not fully hatched. Means it's not fully ready. All right? Analyze, adjust, go back at it. See, action overcomes self-doubt. Act, think, feel. Actions come before your feelings. Your feelings got to come dead last, because your feelings, when you start negotiating with your feelings, if it's not just perfect, it's going to back out. Act, think, feel, ATF. Think of doubt as clay. You get to shape your future. You don't know how this lump of a day, of a month, of a quarter, of a year, of the rest of your life is going to shape up. Great. It's good. I have no clue how my life's going to turn out. Wonderful. I'm doubtful a lot. Shape it up. Just take action. Shape it. Continue to shape it. It's where the opportunities are. Embrace the doubt, man. This is how you become a game changer. This is how you make an impact on the world. Like I said, the people that changed the world, it's not that they didn't have doubt. It's that they didn't let self-doubt get in the way of trying. Didn't do it. And the last thing I want to leave you with, remember, man, resilience is everything. And being resilient means that you're able to be stretched. Okay, you got to stretch. Beat complacency. You got to stretch outside your comfort zone. But you'll snap back. And what's going to happen is you're going to expand your comfort zone. You'll have a new normal. You'll have a new floor. Because if you don't stretch, your normal begins to shrink. It gets smaller due to inaction, because change is happening with or without you. And so as things change, your normal on month 1 is not going to be normal on month 60. Everything has changed. You didn't. Look at the gap between it. You got to understand that, man. So this is where resilience comes in. Today, month 1 is normal, but I'm going to push the next day. Doesn't work out? All right, but I push a little bit further, a little bit further. So that way, as things change, you stretch along with it. You change with it, and you adjust with it, and you evolve with it. And that way you don't get left behind. People get left behind because they try to maintain. Bro, you can't maintain anything other than maintain a cadence to move and evolve along the way. Got to understand that. All right. Hope this helps. Share this episode with someone who needs it. Also, tag me on all your socials. Let me know what your takeaways, what this episode meant to you. I'd love to hear from you. Always appreciate the ratings and reviews as well. There's tons of podcasts out there, millions of podcasts out there. And I need your help in promoting the show and what the Marsh Buice podcast through the sales life means to you, because selling is more than a profession. It's a life skill, and more people need to learn how to sell their way through life.